We're planning on tackling the Salome Jug Canyon today in the Salome Wilderness. From photos and videos we've seen, it looks really, really cool, but that's only if there's water flowing down the canyon. And we're at the beginning of February, and it doesn't look or sound like there's going to be any water flowing. We just had our first view of inside the canyon from up on the ledge here, and there did look to be a little bit of water in pools, but I don't know if it's going to be anything significant enough to have some fun pools to jump in and out of and slides. But we'll find out in a few minutes when we get down there.
This is how high the water should be.
Water! I think we reached a point where we don't have a choice but to get fully wet in this water. There's no real place to scurry around the side. So we're gonna hop across, we're gonna put the good camera in our dry bag so it doesn't get wet, and take out the GoPro. Alright, let's do this. Woo! Gonna have to jump it.
With my left, okay.
Yeah. You're good, you're good.
Okay, okay. 1, 2, 3, go!
Easy.
Easy. Can I grab your head? That's full.
Oh, that one's so nasty.
Bro.
Oh, that's vile. Oh, it stinks.
Yeah.
Sadly, I think we're gonna abort here. This pool just looks way too nasty, and we can't really see the bottom, so we're probably gonna end up swimming up to here in this disgusting algae, and it smells pretty bad too. We're gonna try and scurry out the side here. Maybe we can walk along the edge, get a better view of the rest of the canyon. If not, we'll just have to backtrack our way out.
Oh, it smells so bad. Oh.
looks so gross. Well, it's really too bad about the low water level. It would be so much fun if the water was actually flowing. So we'll just have to come back at some point. Today we plan on summiting this mountain up here. It's called the Oregon Needle. It's in New Mexico. It's not a very long hike, maybe 9 kilometers, but it is very, very steep. We're going to be climbing over 1,000 meters of elevation gain. And it's been a while since we feel like we've done a decent hike, probably a couple months, so we actually feel kind of out of shape. We're not sure how we're going to handle this hike, to be honest. We've heard there's also a lot of very technical scrambling and it's easy to get lost. So we're not sure how long it's going to take us, but we just got to start going and we'll see.
We've done 2/3 of the distance for now, but only 1/3 of the elevation. So for the next 1.5 kilometers, we have to go up 750 meters. So it's gonna be steep. We're going straight up to that mountain. It's gonna be rough.
So for the past hour, hour and a half, we've been hiking pretty much in the shade, which has been amazing, kept us cold. But I think we've just passed the threshold, and I think the rest of the hike is going to be pretty much in the sun, sadly. So the combination of sun, high elevation, and being out of shape is making us struggle a little bit here. It's not that long ago we were at sea level in Baja, and we haven't really had time to acclimatize. And the peak of this mountain is at 2,700 meters, so it's taking its toll on us. It's very steep too. So we're struggling, but we're making good time. I think we should be able to summit and have time to hike all the way back down before sunset. We've reached what we think is almost the top. We've said we're almost there like 100 times by now, but I think that's it right up there. But it still looks kind of high. It's very cold up here. There's even snow, so I should have brought my sweater. We gave ourselves a cutoff time of 1:30. If we haven't reached the summit by 1:30, we're going to turn around and go down. It's just about 1 right now, so we have 30 minutes to try and make the rest of the scramble to the summit, but it is getting really tough. We can't walk more than like 30 seconds or a minute before having to take a break and catch our breath. It's high altitude. Sadly, I think we're gonna have to turn around here. The summit doesn't look to be that far away, but we've gotten to a point where it's a tricky scramble to get up, and I think we chose a little canyon where we kind of got to a blockage. We can't really climb up around this tree. The rocks feel just too steep and slippery, and the time to go back down, find another canyon to climb up and scramble up, I think we're gonna be kind of running out of time at that point. It is almost 1:30, so that's our cutoff time that we set for ourselves. We've been hiking for 5 hours now. So yeah, I think we're just gonna turn around here. At least we still have amazing views from up here. It would have been nice to get all the way to the summit, but I just don't think we have the time and the energy and the willpower to scramble our way all the way up there. We have just under 1 kilometer left of hiking to the van. It's all flat and easy, and just over an hour of daylight left, so we timed our descent perfectly. That was quite a mean descent. Our legs are feeling like jello right now, and our feet are killing us. We're definitely going to be feeling the effects of this hike for the next couple days. Even though we didn't make it all the way to the summit, we still feel like it was a successful day. It was just nice to get a lot of good exercise, fresh air, good views. So with our failure of the slot canyon the other day, and then not fully summiting the mountain today, it kind of just goes to show that things don't always go to plan. But as long as we have fun, which we did, that's kind of the main goal of everything.
Finally.
We're in White Sands National Park in New Mexico, and we initially wanted to do maybe some backcountry camping, to sleep in the dunes under the stars, but the campsite is closed for some reason, we're not sure why. So instead we rented a sled. The thing to do here is to sled down the dunes. Oh boy.
All this white powder reminds us of snow in Quebec. We did a lot of tobogganing in our life, obviously, so it's nice to get a little bit of taste of home all the way into the desert of New Mexico. It's honestly very similar, just this is a little bit slower.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh no! we've made the decision to head back home to Quebec a little bit earlier than we had initially planned. We initially thought we would be traveling for about a year, but I think we're at the point where we are ready to return. There are a few reasons for that. First, we feel like we've scratched the itch of needing to travel. It was something that we just felt like doing for so long. We'd been cooped up in the cabin for too many years. So these many months of traveling has really satisfied that need for us. Second, we have newfound motivation for all the projects that we want to do on the land. We've been researching and brainstorming over the past few months things that we want to do, and we're just really excited to get started on them now instead of waiting for another 6 months. Third, we feel like our van is kind of getting close to the end of her life. Mechanically she runs really well, but she's getting pretty rusted on the undercarriage and the body. She's starting to make some weird noise when we're driving, so we're just not sure how much longer we want to be pushing her on like bumpy off-roads. We feel like it's safer to just head back home sooner, sell the van, and then move on to a new vehicle after that. And last of all, we feel like the recent hostility the United States has been showing towards Canada has not been sitting well with us. From the imposition of tariffs and the trade war to the threats of annexation, it's really made us not feel welcome here anymore. So we're going to be heading eastwards along the southern states, and then eventually heading back north up into Canada and back to our home and our cabin in Quebec. We should be arriving there just in time for maple syrup season, so we're really excited to do that again this year and to show you guys that process. And I hope you guys are excited as well for us to return to our cabin and get started on all those projects that we have for our land. So thank you again everyone for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.